Actors Theater, thank you for having me. I am Sasha Renee, and this is Misery and Pain. There's some real life right here. Look, listen. Misery and pain, pain and misery, weighing on my brain, keeping me company, trying to maintain, I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me. Misery and pain, pain and misery, weighing on my trying to maintain, I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me. Sometimes I cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. I feel on my own sometimes, like just leave me alone, that's fine. Cause nothing's gonna ease my mind unless I can just press rewind or turn over the hands of time. But I already blurred those lines. I've been in the house all weekend, drinking, smoking, overthinking. I don't wanna socialize and I can't even pretend. Drowning on the deep end, barely eating, sleeping. There's way too much hurt that I'm trying to keep in. Self-destruction at an all-time high. Will I feel better when I die, or am I better alive? Will I be able to survive without my heart on my side? I know love's my kryptonite, I'm just reflecting on why. Lord, can you send me a sign? I don't know which way to go and I don't know how to find it. I've been working hard, man, I've been out here grinding. Will it all pay out, finding my silver lining? I swear I've been trying to stay patient with your timing. I put my mind in, I put my soul out. All my finances, my whole bill fold out. I'm taking chances, so I gotta know now. Misery and pain, pain and misery, weighing on my brain, keeping me company. I've been trying to maintain, I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me. Misery and pain, pain and misery, weighing on my brain, keeping me company. I'm trying to maintain, I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me. I'm hoping these hard times are blessings in disguise. I guess I had to fall to rise, had to lose it all to find who I really am inside. In the end, no, I'll be fine, but every day it's hard to fight. Moving on, I hope I see that light. Popping all these pills on the weekend, rolling, tweaking, fucking hoes just trying to get even. Asking if I'm coming through the night, shorty, it depends, huh? Can you make me feel like my ex? Can you hold me through the night knowing that you ain't my next? Can you wait a couple days on a reply to your text? I barely talk to my granny, she just lost her best friend. She the only granny living, me, my dad, and I'm pissed. Cause I never called her either, got me feeling like shit. Wish I was closer to my daddy so we could just sit and vent about me missing Kathy, talk about when y'all was kids. I need my auntie, loved her so much, man, fuck what she did. You can never replace how she made me feel when she lived. That's why my nephews can have everything I can give. I can't drown up in this sorrow, dog, but I can put this sorrow in a fucking song. Watch him sing along. This really real, nigga. Misery and pain, the pain and misery, it's been weighing on my brain. I had to get it off my chest. Trying to maintain. I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me. Misery and pain, pain and misery, weighing on my brain, keeping me company. Trying to maintain, I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me. Oh Lord, Oh, no. Oh, Lord, yeah. Yeah.
Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Erica Denise, and I'm the Director of Learning and Creative Engagement here at Actors Theater of Louisville. We are so excited to have the Sasha Renee here with us, sharing her Louisville session with us. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us about the creation of this session?
Absolutely. So, once again, I'm Sasha Renee. I am a hip hop artist based here in Louisville, Kentucky. I am also the curator of a weekly open mic that's been going on about 6 years now, known as the Louisville Vibe. So, this was a live and intimate performance that I done of a piece called Misery and Pain. And it really reflects on how I felt during most of 2020. It was an entire shift for me in my lifestyle, um, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, everything changed for me, and that's where you get this piece from. So it was just some real life stuff that I was going through that I knew that other people could relate to at the time.
Yeah, so 2020 was a beast for a lot of us, for the whole world, really. And
Yeah.
so, how did um, everything that happened, like with the pandemic, with social injustice, police brutality, and things like that, did that have an effect on your creativity? And how did you use those moments in your work and in your creativity?
Um, so to be honest, it really impacted my creativity in a negative way. Until recently, I've just been in a kind of like really depressed kind of state. You know what I'm saying? Just overwhelmed from everything that happened this year. First back in March, it's like the whole world shuts down. You know what I'm saying? I go from being out on the scene all the time, doing gigs, traveling around and performing, to being forced to just be in the house. So there was that, and then there is Breonna Taylor here in Louisville. There's George Floyd, and the city's an uprising, and the second day of the protest, I was one of those people that was out on the front lines for
Mm,
weeks and weeks, you know what I'm saying? Until that actually became overwhelming for me, and I had to kind of practice self care and pull back. So I wasn't in the creative space that I'd like to be this year because I was really very distracted,
mhm.
just very distracted, overwhelmed, emotional about everything that was happening around me. To be honest, I just most recently got back into my zine. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah,
and, and got the creative juices flowing again. So it was rough. It really set me down and set me back. To be honest, it did.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, the arts community specifically was hit very hard in 2020.
Mhm.
And so, what do you think the biggest hurdle going forward for Louisville artists in particular? What is the biggest hurdle? Like, how can the community support? Do you receive support? Is there a lack of support? I've talked to several artists in Louisville that feel like there's just no support here for artists, and they feel like they have to move away to get that support and to gain notoriety. But what do you think the biggest hurdle for you has been as a Louisville artist?
Oh man. The market. To be honest, there's not a lot going on where an artist can um make money. There's a lot of opportunities to go out and perform, at an open mic and be seen and be heard. But just the way our arts community is set up, there's a small entity of people that actually are hip to the scene and know what's going on and are connected to people where they can even be scrolling on their social media and see, okay, there's an open mic going on tonight. Okay, there's something going on down at this venue. Let's go check it out. You know what I'm saying? People's exposure to those things here in Louisville is very limited,
Mhm.
and our arts community is kind of small. I do think our community is supportive, though. The people that we do have are extremely supportive. When I go out and I perform and I set up my merchandise and stuff, I get a lot of support when I release new work. Um, the arts community here in Louisville very much supports me and pushes it. I did a concert back in last year. No, it's not last year now. 2 years ago now, 2019. Um, at Zanzibar and sold the venue out. And a lot of local artists are not able to do that. But I had to really, to be honest, push past Louisville and present myself as bigger and more grand than just a local artist. You know what I'm saying? And that came in the quality of my work and making sure that my presentation looked the part, but also making sure that I was well traveled. So, you know, for me, navigating the scene, you have to kind of take yourself outside of the scene and let others see you doing your thing on bigger and better platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you have to reach out and you have to communicate. You can't just sit back and wait for opportunities to come to you in this market. You have to go and seek them out. You know what I'm saying? You have to look for shows and gigs and opportunities to present your art in Louisville and beyond. So it's difficult sometimes, but you can make it happen.
Yeah. So I will say that I've been following you for a few years now. And what I absolutely love about you is your confidence. I've seen you pop up on live videos here and there. You talk about like you are it. Like I am the best. You're not going to be able to out rap me, outperform me. You just come off as I am the best, okay? And I love that about you. I love that about you. And sometimes people can look at that and find that intimidating, but it's just your level of confidence. So where does that confidence come from?
Um, oh man, I don't want to sound like that
Sorry, I
person.
put you on the spot.
No, the confidence comes from I just know, you know what I'm saying? I just know I'm the best. No. But I've just been confident in my music and my artistic ability since I started doing it. Like I have an ear for music, you know what I'm saying? And I give props where they're due. I'm that person, you know what I'm saying? If I hear something that's dope, I give it its credit. And I hear my music and I hear myself and I think that I'm dope. You know what I'm saying? And I have I have a lot of people confirm that for me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, being able to go out and interact and travel outside of Louisville and get that same reaction when I get off stage as I do here at home has also contributed to that confidence. But I don't know, it's just natural.
I love it, and you say that you're the best, and when I watch you, you're electrifying. You can pull people in, and I love to watch you perform, and so you definitely have the skills to back up what it is that you're.
Thank you.
So it'd be a different story if you was like I'm the best, and then your music was whack. So,
Right.
but you have the music that backs up everything that you're claiming about yourself. And so you did mention the Vibe being the longest running open mic series that we've had in Kentucky or in Louisville. Tell us about the Vibe, when that goes on, and what was your vision behind it? What did you see happening with that, and how did it start?
So the Vibe started actually back in February of 2015. So again, we're coming up on our 6 year anniversary. It's been a weekly Thursday night platform since it started. The times have shifted. We've been to different venues, but the event and what it looks like has been the same throughout the years. So at that time, an open mic that was going on every Wednesday called Ciroc the Mic. I don't know if you remember that, but it stopped happening. I don't know what happened, you know what I'm saying, but it stopped. It had went on for maybe like a year and a half, 2 years, and it was no longer going on. And I used to perform at that open mic all the time, so I just felt like something was missing, and I felt like it was needed. And a venue owner at the Cure Lounge see me perform at an event there, and then she wanted to meet with me afterwards, and she said, you know, I like your personality, your energy. I'm looking to work with some women in the industry to bring weekly events to my venue. So that's how the idea was sparked originally, just working with her at the Cure Lounge every week. And after we could no longer do it at the Cure Lounge, people was like, you can't stop doing the Vibe. We need the
Right.
vibe. We love the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I just took it to another venue, and we've just kept it going ever since. It's an open mic for everything. So it's mostly a hip hop and R&B vibe, but you can literally see anything: comedy, poetry, live musicians playing, of course, singers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit of everything, and it kind of turns into almost like this dope open mic party on some nights. So it's a dope event. We're currently at Nirvana every
Uh-huh.
Thursday from 9 to 12. You have to follow us on social media at the Louisville Vibe because of the pandemic and different curfews and things. That's always subject to change as far as the time. So,
Mhm. Thank you. I think that concept is so dope. I think that having a platform for our artists to be able to perform and show their artistry is so very important. And I'm a little bit older than you. I don't know if you remember the Jazzy Blue days, but that was the club for the
mm-hmm.
artists, becoming
Yep.
artists, to kind of be able to show their artistry that way. And so I'm glad that you're kind of picking up the ball and keeping that going for our community. That's very important.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
how do people find out more about your work and how can we support you?
Find out more about my work. I have a website, so my website kind of gives my full story. You can go on there and meta with my biography and see where I was versus where I am now. You can check out all my music. All my music videos are all available on the website. You can purchase merchandise, CDs, T-shirts, face mask, all of that good stuff. So I would just go to sashareneemusic.com for that, and then also follow me on social media. I'm fun. I'm fun to follow. You can follow me on Facebook at Sasha Renee. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Clubhouse, Twitter at Sasha Renee Music as well.
Excellent. So you guys heard it. Please go to her website, support, purchase her merchandise, purchase her music, and just show some love to Sasha Renee, who is Louisville's, Brad Harrison called you Louisville's Rhapsody.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
we are
actually
so
got to meet Rhapsody this year. That was crazy.
really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. We performed together at the park with the Until Freedom group that was here in Louisville for Breonna Taylor. So that was dope.
Shut up. I love that. I love that. Where you're Louisville's Rhapsody, or no, you're Louisville Sasha because you are just in a lane of your own. You're Sasha Renee. You belong to Louisville, Kentucky, and we are so proud of you and so happy that you are
Thank
sharing your
you.
gifts with us. So we are
Thank you.
going to. Oh, one more question. Who should we be listening to in Louisville, Kentucky? Like, give us somebody that we should start supporting, that has some dope music we can listen to.
Ooh. Do I only get to pick like one artist?
No, give us several if you have several.
Definitely Rob Lee. If y'all not familiar with Rob Lee, he's a singer from here in Louisville. Please check him out. Ooh, who else? Baron Lee. Definitely follow Baron Lee. He's a hip hop artist. He's super dope. He has a big following actually, but his music is really good. So Rob Lee, Baron Lee. Ugh, I chose two Lees. Um, I'm trying to think of a female artist. Daria, if you're not familiar with Daria Raymore, she has her own original music coming out soon. So make sure you're following her. She's a phenomenal singer. One of the dopest vocalists the city's ever seen. So if you're not familiar, definitely put yourself on to Miss Daria.
Daria is a beast. I didn't know she
Yeah.
had. I didn't know she had original music, so we'll definitely have to hit her up.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's coming. She got some stuff coming.
she she is a beast, just ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Yes. All right, so we are going to play the video one more time. Again, everybody, please support Sasha Renee. Check out her website. She's got merchandise on there, and you'll be able to purchase some music as well. Thank you so much, Sasha Renee, for your time.
Thank y'all so much for having me. It's a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actors Theater, thank you for having me. I am Sasha Renee, and this is Misery and Pain.
It's some real life right here. Look, listen.
Misery and pain, and misery weighing on my brain, keeping me company, trying to maintain. I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me. Misery and pain, and misery weighing on my brain, keeping me company, trying to maintain. I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me.
Sometimes I cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. I feel on my own sometimes, like just leave me alone, that's fine. Cause nothing's gonna ease my mind unless I can just press rewind or turn over the hands of time. But I already blurred those lines. I've been in the house all weekend, drinking, smoking, overthinking. I don't wanna socialize and I can't even pretend. Drowning on the deep end, barely eating, sleeping. There's way too much hurt that I'm trying to keep in. Self-destruction at an all-time high. Will I feel better when I die, or am I better alive? Will I be able to survive without my heart on my side? I know love's my kryptonite, I'm just reflecting on why. Lord, can you send me a sign? I don't know which way to go and I don't know how to find it. I've been working hard, man, I've been out here grinding. Will it all pay out, finding my silver lining? I swear I've been trying to stay patient with your timing. I put my mind in, I put my soul out. All my finances, my whole bill fold out. I'm taking chances, so I gotta know now.
Misery
Yeah.
and
Pain,
and misery
yeah,
weighing on my brain, keeping me company.
yeah. I've been trying to maintain,
I just wanna be,
yeah,
but misery and pain keep raining down on me. Misery and pain, and misery weighing on my brain, keeping me company. I'm trying to maintain. I just wanna be, but misery and pain keep raining down on me.
I'm hoping these hard times are blessings in disguise. I guess I had to fall to rise, had to lose it all to find who I really am inside. In the end, no, I'll be fine. But every day it's hard to fight. Moving on, I hope I see that light. Popping all these pills on the weekend, rolling, tweaking, fucking hoes just trying to get even. Asking if I'm coming through the night, shawty, it depends, huh? Can you make me feel like my ex? Can you hold me through the night knowing that you ain't my next? Can you wait a couple days on a reply to your text? I barely talk to my granny, she just lost her best friend. She the only granny living, me, my dad, and I'm pissed. Cause I never called her either, got me feeling like shit. Wish I was closer to my daddy so we could just sit and vent about me missing Kathy, talk about when y'all was kids. I need my auntie, loved her so much, man, fuck what she did. You can never replace how she made me feel when she lived. That's why my nephews can have everything I can give. I can't drown up in this sorrow, dog, but I can put this sorrow in a fucking song. Watch him sing along. This really real, nigga.
Misery
Yeah.
and
The pain,
and misery
yeah, it's been weighing on my brain.
weighing on my
I had to get it off my chest.
keeping me company.
Yeah. Trying to maintain, yeah,
I just wanna be,
but misery and pain,
keep raining
yeah,
down on me. Misery and pain and misery weighing on my brain, keeping me company. Trying to maintain. I just wanna be,
yeah, but misery and pain,
keep raining down on
yeah.
me.
Oh Lord, oh no, oh Lord, yeah, yeah.